Here it is. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania on the right. Ant-Man and the Wasp on the left. Covers all 3 movies. All right, Travel knows all what's in here, so I didn't open it. I waited for you guys. So only the playtesters and the game developers know what's in here. We are going to go over all the cards in this set, read the rule sheet, and learn about all of this together. And then we're going to see if we can play some games. I'll see if I get through all 4. I don't know if I can get through all 4 today, but we'll check it out. By the way, if anything looks weird or sounds weird, please let me know. I'll try to adjust it. Are they trying to get away from the comic book style expansions? No, it's just been MCU expansions coming out. They're still catching up from the delay that happened during COVID. So just take it for what it is. More expansions, more contents. All right, I can't wait for the ends. All right, let's open this thing. I'm going to get my scissors here. So here's the box. It's got the cover art we knew about. Here we go. Ant-Man and the Wasp in the middle. Ant-Man and then Quantumania over here. We've got more legendary logos on all the sides. We love that. And then, yeah, hello all playtesters. Thank you so much for coming by. And if you have any nuggets of insight, please shout them out. Would love to hear about how that process went for you. All right. I got this for $39.99. And the back says, and I'll zoom in because I can't read. Oh, that zooms out. Cool. This new exciting Marvel Cinematic Universe legendary expansion features characters from the Ant-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, and Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania movies. Explore the quantum realm. I should probably take this off before I read this. Hold on. Pause. All right. I'm opening this up. I'm brute forcing this open. All right. There it is. Away, plastic. Pesky plastic. Okay, explore the quantum realm, a super small universe that exists between atoms, and recapture the adventure with your favorite heroes like Scott Lang, Hope Van Dyne, and more. Now you can team with Ant-Man, Wasp, Cassie Lang, and other powerful Marvel favorites. Join the fight against... Did I miss a word there? Now you can team with Ant-Man, Wasp, Cassie Lang, and other powerful Marvel favorites. Joining the fight against evil. That confused me for a second. All right. Oh my gosh, what's happening? There's things happening. So, Oliver, did I mention you? I think I did. Thank you so much for the sub. Right Hand Man, thank you so much for 6 months of subs. Montax gave out 2 community subs, a former legendary gamer. Thank you so much for giving those out. New hype train all-time high reached, level 3. You have run this train into infinity and beyond here. All right. So anyway, this set comes with 200 playable cards. You just did it at level 3 hype train. That's incredible. Thank you guys so much. It's still going. There's like 5 minutes left on this thing. I can't believe it. I should take a multiple month break. Oh my gosh, there's 42 people watching. And probably 42 of you are saying, get to the unboxing. So I will. All right, 200 cards, 8 heroes, 3 new masterminds and villain groups, and 1 rule sheet. Let's look at all of that stuff. Here we go. Opening it up. Taking the things out. As usual, there's going to be 2 packs of cards in here, and there's probably going to be something revealed on the top of each one. All right. Oh, 4 packs of cards. It's in the medium box. That's double 100. It's 200. I don't pay attention to things. All right. We'll peek at the tops of these. We'll open them up, and then we'll go over the rule sheet. I'll just put this right here. All right. Do I like screen caps? Yeah, please. If you want to screen cap these, I'll upload images later, but if you want to upload them now with screen caps, please go ahead. I'll do with a close-up camera, probably each card. All right. Oh, also, this is supposed to be an autofocus camera, but it's very confusing. I say go slower. All right. Focus on me. Here we go. Let's go ahead and flip. There's Ancient Jimmy Woo. We knew about that. Awesome. The other card pack has Cross the Security Detail. There's a Cross Technologies villain, and one we haven't seen yet. We've got Young Cassie Lang, one of the spoilers that was revealed. And then we've got Anticipate from Ant Army. Oh, this looks so exciting. There's a keyword on here. You guys see it? I'm seeing it for the first time. Antics. That is an amazing keyword. I don't even care what it does. I'm in love already. That's incredible. All right, let's go ahead and open that one first, actually. Look at that. Antics. That's great. All right, let's do a quick pan through of all these cards, and then we'll go over them one by one. Do you want to see the rule sheet first? Anybody else want to see the rule sheet before I open these up? You're going to make a level 5 hype train happen. Let me know. I'll gladly show you the rule sheet first. All right, rule sheet first it is. Oh my gosh, we finished level 4 hype train there. Jolt has given out 5 community sub gifts, and Drufus has resubbed for the 35th month. Thank you so much. All right, rule sheet it is. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, here we go. Look, it's so tiny. Can I do the close-up camera? Very tiny text. All right, rule sheet it is. Starting over here. This set shrinks down all 3 Ant-Man movies of the Marvel Cinematic Universe into one double-sided set. Rising from his roots as a cat burglar, Scott Lang grows from something larger and smaller than himself as he and the Wasp confront Yellow Jacket, Ghost, and Kang. That's incredible. Heist is one of the new keywords. Scott Lang's elaborate heists are highlights of the movies represented by this new keyword. Some cards say things like heist, you get +2 recruit, once per turn. If you have played any heroes with heist abilities and or fought any enemies with heist abilities, you may, quote, attempt a heist. To do this, first assemble your crew. Count the number of different non-zero costs you have among all your heroes this turn. This is your heist count. Then try to outfox the guards. Reveal the top card of the villain deck and check its printed VP. If your heist count is higher than that VP, the heist worked. Use all heist effects of heroes you played and enemies you fought this turn in any order. If your heist count is tied with that VP, it all went sideways and you barely escaped, no effects. If your heist count is lower than that VP, your crew got caught, you gain a wound, and no heist effects. Interesting, it's a cousin of Uber Enchanted Weapons, I like it. You can only ever attempt one heist per turn, no matter the outcome. If you succeed in the heist, do all the heist effects before moving on to playing more heroes or recruiting or fighting anything else. After your one heist attempt for the turn, if you draw additional cards with heist abilities or fight additional enemies with heist abilities, it will be too late to get those additional heist effects. Heist checks for printed cost, so 4 asterisk and 4 count as the same cost. You don't have to go on a heist, weigh it carefully. Oh, very cool. I'm going to have to read all that again before I actually play this, but just for my first read, it looks very fun. It's like a Contest of Champions type thing, Uru Intended Weapons, but it seems like, yeah, like what Jay Parnell just said, a smarter and prettier version of those kind of things. All right, let's keep going. Double Cross. Seeming allies often betray the heroes of the Ant-Man movies, represented by the new Double Cross keyword. Double Cross each player means each player reveals their hand and discards one of their highest cost doubles, a card that has the same cost as another card in your hand. Example, the costs in your hand are 0, 0, 4, 4, 4, 6. You must discard one of your 4 cost cards. That's pretty simple. I like it. So it has to be a double, I guess, for it to be discarded. It may not hurt, but it may hurt at the wrong time. I like it. All right, higher variety of cards per hero. Okay, confirmed. Each hero in the set has 6 unique cards with 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1 copies instead of the normal 5, 5, 3, 1. Continuing the trend from all the Marvel Studios sets since Guardians of the Galaxy. This can offer a wider variety of costs to set up successful heists and to avoid double crosses. Moving on. Explore in the twisting landscapes of the quantum realm. Janet Van Dyne searches for her loved ones and for escape routes, while Gentora searches for freedom fighters. This is represented by the new Explore keyword. Some cards say things like Ranged, Explore. You get plus attack equal to the found hero's printed attack. Explore means put a hero from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. Interesting. Reveal the top 2 cards of the hero deck and choose which one refills the empty HQ space. Put the other on the bottom of the hero deck. Some Explore cards give bonus effects based on the found hero. The found hero is the hero you added to the HQ this way. Cool, so it's like Investigate in that you're looking at something, you do something with the top 2 cards, but you're interacting with the HQ. All of this looks very fun. All right, Ambush Schemes. This is new. Each villain group in this set includes an ambush scheme. These are shuffled into the villain deck alongside their villain group as normal. When an ambush scheme is played from the villain deck, put it next to the normal scheme and do its ambush effect. For the rest of the game, whenever a scheme twist is played, do each scheme twist effect in any order. Each ambush scheme tells you a way to defeat this scheme. It sounds like stuff from Bond, doesn't it? That's cool. When you do that, the current player puts it into their victory pile, scoring its victory points. Ambush schemes aren't villains. They don't enter the city or push other villains forward. You don't need to defeat ambush schemes to win the game. Also reminds me of side schemes in Champions. That's pretty cool. Yeah, very much a surprise ambush. Note, there can only be one ambush scheme in play at a time. If a second ambush scheme would be played from the villain deck, KO the new ambush scheme and play another card from the villain deck instead. Hey, you guys, wait. We completed a level 5 hype train, 57% level 5 hype train. That's incredible. Thank you for the cheer. Thank you for the prime sub, by the way, Marco de Gamo. That's incredible. 19 sub gives 5 bits. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the very warm welcome back, even though it's not the official back, but here I am. All right, these are so much fun. All right, a Conqueror. We know about that one. Thank you, everybody. And now let the real fun begin. Conqueror. This keyword shows how Kang the Conqueror and his armada gain from conquering territory. Yeah, things got too complex when you have 3 schemes in play, I can imagine. During testing, there would be sometimes 3 or more. Yeah, I get that. Why am I out of the cage? I'm doing just fine. All right, Conqueror. This keyword shows how Kang the Conqueror and his armada gain from conquering territory. Yep. His armada. Some enemies say Rooftops Conqueror 2. This means this gets +2 attack while any villain is on the rooftops. The enemy gets the bonus whether itself or another villain is on the rooftops. Hero cards also say things like Bridge Conqueror 1, meaning you get +1 attack if any villain is on the bridge. No changes there. Okay, Transforming Masterminds return from World War Hulk. Each Mastermind in this set is a double-sided Transforming Mastermind that transforms back and forth between 2 forms during the game. The side with the Always Leads ability starts face up. When a Master Strike or Mastermind Tactic effect occurs, it will tell you to transform the Mastermind, meaning flip it over to the other side, to its other side. Don't also do the Master Strike effect of the new side. A Mastermind only uses the abilities and attack of its currently face-up side. Ignore the special abilities and values on the currently face-down side. Yeah, all 3 transform. That's pretty cool. Size changing. This keyword represents heroes and villains using superpowers to massively grow or shrink themselves or other things. It debuted in Legendary Civil War. Some hero cards say things like size changing covert. This means you can recruit this card for 2 recruit less if you played any covert cards this turn. Likewise, some villain cards say things like size changing tech. This means you can fight this villain for 2 attack less if you played any tech cards this turn. The size changing card's cost is only changed during the moment you are recruiting it, not other times. I think it's not a change, but a clarification, I think, from before. Microscopic size changing. Ant-Man, Wasp, and their allies can shrink down smaller than an atom to the microscale of the quantum realm. Here the very laws of physics can be broken and even reversed. This kind of size changing has some twists. Some cards say microscopic size changing tech. This means you can recruit this card for 2 recruit less for each tech card you played this turn, counting up to 3 tech cards. If you played 1 tech hero this turn, this card costs you 2 less. If you played 2 tech heroes, it costs you 4 less. If you played 3 plus tech heroes, it costs you 6 less. Playing a 4th tech card wouldn't reduce this cost any further since there are only 3 tech icons listed in this particular microscopic size changing ability. The second twist is that microscopic size changing can actually reduce the cost you pay to 0 or even a negative number. If you've never played this keyword before, it's a blast. When you recruit a microscopic size changing hero with a negative cost, you actually gain that many recruit points. I remember this one, some really fun chains. I can't speak, this is going to go great. Some villains also have microscopic size changing. It works the same way, letting you fight that villain for 2 attack less for each card of the correct hero class you played this turn, up to the number of icons shown in the microscopic size changing ability. Likewise, if you fight a villain with microscopic size changing and reduce its attack value to a negative number, you gain that many attack when you fight it. Microscopic size changing is a type of size changing, so any effect that mentions size changing works with microscopic size changing. Alright, moving on to a new keyword here, antics. Some of Ant-Man's craziest moments come when he uses his power to control tiny ants, as well as shrinking himself down to ant size or growing ants to giant size. There's a scheme like that, isn't there? Some cards say things like antics, you get +2 attack. You can use a card's antics abilities only if you have at least 3 cards that cost 1 or 2 and or have size changing. Ooh, a friend of Spidey. The antics card itself can count towards these 3 cards if it costs 1 or 2 and or has size changing. Cards you have includes both cards you played this turn and cards still in your hand, so both of those can help you use antics. Use the antics ability at the moment you play the antics card. If you don't use it then you can't go back and use it later in the turn. So it's similar to tactical formation. It checks cost of cards you have, but this one at least 3 cards that cost 1 or 2 and or size changing. That's cool. Very ant-specific keyword. I can't wait to see it in action. All right, and that's it. I can't believe how many new mechanics are in this set, says Off the Cuff. I mean, it's par for the course for a medium box, right? Like Messiah Complex had a ton of mechanics too. I'm not complaining, it's awesome. But yeah, that's what we get from a medium box, more design space. I don't know why I keep pulling this down this way. All right, game contents, rule sheet and 200 cards, 8 new heroes of 14 cards each, 1 rare, 2 copies of each, 2 uncommons, and 3 copies each of 3 uncommons, 4 new villain groups, 8 cards each, 3 new henchmen groups of 10 cards each, 3 new transforming masterminds, each has 1 double-sided mastermind and 4 mastermind tactics, 4 new schemes, 4 new special bystander types, 7 cards total. So no sidekicks here. It looks like the extra hero slot is being used for extra special bystanders and 1 extra henchman group. I think that's how the math works out. Correct me if I'm wrong there. But yes, 3 henchmen. That's great. We love henchmen here. All right, let me read through the credits and butcher everybody's name. So game design and card set design is Devin Lowe. Senior brand manager is Travis Ray. Director of game, associate brand manager is Corinne Dang. Director of game development is Bobby Johansson. Product manager is Rob Ford. I think it's his last project, right? I might not know. Product development coordinator, Zach Stevens. Graphic design is Krista Timberlake. Project managers, Danny Montejo and Michael Whaley. Senior VP of production and logistics, Suzanne Lombardi. President Upper Deck Company, Jason Mashara. And now playtesters, including some folks in the chat. So, hello. We got Mark Beleza, Kyle Bingham, JR Bontiger, Bobby Covert, I know him, Max Dennis, Michael Green, Steve Helling, Monty Hill, Corey Meese, Eric Persons, Aaron Surah, Jason Walker, and Alex Wigger. Thank you guys for playtesting this set. I can't wait to play it and hear some stories. All right. Yeah, so we got... Thank you so much for the bits. Well, thanks for the welcome back, right hand. So yeah, we got Heist, Double Cross, Explore, and Antic. So that would be 4 new keywords plus a new type of scheme. So if I was adding new stuff, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new things as far as mechanics. The rest is returning, but there's a lot of that too. All right. You ready to open these card packs? Thank you for making me read the rule sheet first. I would have been very confused if I hadn't done that. Okay. By the way, during the break, I think it was during the break, our Discord crossed 1,000 members. And if you'd like to be part of the next 1,000 members till we get 2,000, please go to discord.bageltopgames.com or type in !Discord. There's so much going on, and we're doing a bracket to determine everybody's favorite small box. We got a tournament going on. I'll be jumping back into the tier list soon. You get alerts when there's spoilers for new sets. That's how people found out about this today. That's how I found out, so please come by. All right. Here we go. Let's go ahead and open up one of these packs. Start with the one that has the ants on the front. I will pan through everything, and then we'll go over everything in a bit more detail, and then I'll sleeve the cards as I'm talking, and then we'll play the game, because that's what we're here to do at the end of the day. Thank you so much for the water. It's okay. They deserve it. They made the game. Or they, you know, yeah. All right. So, I wish you could see the cool cup holder I have now attached to the end of my desk. Thank you, IKEA. All right, so let's take a quick look. We've got Anticipate. I'm not going to look too in detail here, but... oh, there's Anthony on the drums. That's one of the most amazing pieces of... most amazing images on a legendary card I've ever seen. I loved that. Antagonize. We got up the ante from Ant Army. The big score. That's Scott Lang, Cat Burglars, Rare. Putting a crew together. Anything for Cassie. That's adorable. Ex-Con Security Van. I need to get the sound effect. Okay. Camera, you better focus. I'm showing cards here. Shocking Support, we saw that one. Petty Larceny, love the Golden Gate in the back. Hope returns as Wasp Rare. There's Wasp, Infiltrate. We got Follow My Lead. Positive Ions. We saw a lot of these. Master Physicist, very cool. Flitting Sting, I love the shots of Wasp in action too, mixed with the Evangeline Lily headshots. All right, we got a Tiny Little Risk, Ant-Man. That one looks cool. Bugs Swarm. These cards look great. There's so many cool scenes. Really, there's a big advantage of using a trilogy for these cards. Shrink Away. Look at this one. All villains in the Mastermind get -1 attack this turn. I had to peek at that. And then look out for little... I have the book. I haven't read it yet, but I have that book. That's so great. And that's Ant-Man's hero set. A little bit of Ant-Man, Ant Army, Cat Burglar, and Wasp. Let's open up another pack. Let's go with the one that has Jimmy Woo on it. Love that we have a Jimmy Woo doing magic. Special Bystander. Lots of 1 to 2 costs. Yeah, very Spidey friendly, ant friendly, bug friendly in general. Cool. So we got Ancient Jimmy Woo. We got the rest of the Special Bystanders we saw. We got Officer Jim. We got Maggie. All right, here's some schemes. Look through real quick. Escape an imprisoning dimension. Siphon energy from the quantum realm. Look at the logo. The logo used to be in the middle, and now it's off to the side. It looks much better this way. I think I'm right about that. Auction Shrink Tech. Nope. Auction Shrink Tech to highest bidder. And then Safeguard Dark Secrets. That's pretty cool. We'll go over those in a little bit. Okay, here's Kang's Tactics. There he is. Kang's Defiance. The Time Sphere. Multiversal Engine Core. So there's Kang Quantum Conqueror, and he transforms into Kang Multiverse Conqueror. Can't wait to get a better look at that. We got Ghost Tactics. 1, 2, Energy Chamber, Shadowy Abduction. So we got Ghost Master Thief and Ghost Intangible. You can't fight Ghost unless you made it next 6 recruit this turn. I love that. I figured there would be something like that. No Epic Masterminds in this because they transform. We got Darren Cross's Tactics, Protect My Investments. shrinking research budget, corporate raider, and then Darren Cross. I'm assuming it's going to be Yellow Jacket on the other side, and yes, it is. That's a pretty cool shot of Yellow Jacket. That's the one. No, that's the one not in the bedroom. That's still at his place of work. Quantumania. Okay, here's the ambush scheme. Quantumania, Quantumobia. Nope, Quantumoeba. That's how you say it, because it's like an amoeba. And then here we go. Quantum Realm villains. We got the Hungering Energy, Lord Kryler's Appetizer. These kind of feel like traps. Cool. We got Sky Manta, Lord Kryler's Valet, Axion Bartender. What a cool villain group. Mater D. We got another ambush scheme, Build a Conquering Army, MODOK and the Armada of Kang, Quantum Not Elite. I thought these were going to be the henchmen. Maybe they are still. Pursuit Craft, Energy Shield. We saw that. Looks cool. The Yacht, the ships, the City Defense System. Another ambush scheme, High Speed Car Chase. So we can be playing a game and then a high speed car chase can just come in. What was this linked to, by the way? Oh, Ghost Chasers. They're part of a villain group. That's pretty cool. I love that. Now, any game, if you have the Ghost Chasers in there, can just become a high-speed car chase. We got Goliath. There's another Bill Foster card. There it is. As Goliath, as Bill Foster. We're going to see Goliath in action in the next season of... no, we saw it in this last season of What If, which was cool. Sonny Birch. I was waiting for the what was it? Walton Goggins, that's his name, for his card. We got Usman with the Truth Serum. We got... how do you say his name? Anita Love? And then Corrupted Government Agents. Sonny Birch's Goons, and then Yellow Jacket's Prototype there. Very cool. Yeah, a lot of this stuff feels like James Bond cards, which makes sense because there's a lot of the, heisty stuff. Thank you so much for the water. Okay, that's 2 packs down. I will be going over all of these together. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and open the, one with Darren Cross in the front. Yeah, a lot of James Bond vibes here. And, some bug vibes too. There was a lot to pull. There's a lot of cool cards in here that may not directly relate to things in the comics if you're trying to do theme setups, but a lot of them seem like they're going to be nice analogs for things. Hey, the helicopter. Okay. Wait, there it is. Okay. Here we go. So we got Cross's Security Detail, Cross Technologies, Shrink Experiments, Hydra Arms Dealer. I thought that was a cross between Walter White and Jesse Pinkman for a second, but it's not. All right. Ooh, hey! Tardigrade Henchmen. That is amazing. I love tardigrades. And it's just tardigrade. I have to pause for a second. That's incredible. Microscopic Stein changing range, fight K, one of the heroes. That is so cool. Why is that my favorite card so far? What's wrong with me? All right. Quantum Knots. There they are. I thought they were going to be a henchman. And then we've got... Quantum Hound. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we got that Real Firestar. I don't even remember. Oh, this is when they first got there, right? That's cool. This is kind of filling for the Outriders that we didn't get, I think. All right. Freedom Fighters, Freedom Forevers. They're rare. We got Quaz. Nice to see him there. Go watch The Good Place. Veb. Zolom. Steel Warrior. Adorable. Mystics. Hey, No Holes guy? Those were attacking Janet when she gets there. When she gets there for the first time. Thank you so much. They do. Okay, look at tardigrades. Yeah, I didn't mention that, but that's even better. I was gonna look at them more closely later, but yeah, they have different size changing, just like Ultron Sentries have different empowering for different classes. That is even better. I already liked them without even knowing that. But yeah, speaking of looking at cards closer, I will go over each one of these in a little bit more detail. Put them on the close-up. That's so cool. I think I like the henchman, you guys. There's young Cassie Lang. Okay, there's Gentora, Conquer the Conqueror. Now, Gentora here is a hero set. That's a mystery one. That's pretty cool. She's the last one. Lead powerful allies. Find your courage. Yeah, that's the reveal. Gentora is the last one. I don't remember that much about her, so I might have to watch the movie again. Unite the oppressed, hit and run, and take the high ground. She's got Conqueror. Pretty cool. Okay, there's Cassie Lang. There's her rare Inspire Revolution. Yeah, so No Holes guy, and what? No Hank Pym, I guess. Colossal Stomp, Giant Hug, and Start Small. Like it. And there Finally Found You, Janet Van Dyne. She was the Freedom Fighter. in Quantumania. Right? Subatomic size, that's cool. Wasp, another generation. Prepare for war, search for peace. And there's Ant Army's rare revolutionary anthem. That's amazing. And then the anti-tank weapons, anti-proton experiments, and another anticipate. He is in the Freedom Fighters. I guess I didn't see him. Well, that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go over the whole thing because I couldn't catch everything. So those are all the cards in quick overview. And they all have ant name. I bet Devin had fun with that. All right, so let me grab a bunch of fresh sleeves. She's mostly a Hulk character. Cool. Yeah, I didn't see Louise in here. All right, 1, 2. Got a bunch of packs of sleeves. I only need 2 of these. All right, I'm going to start sleeve and going over cards, sorting things out. I should have been sorting these as I was filtering them out, but I wasn't because that would have been too smart. And then we'll play some stuff. So where should we start? Should we start with Scott? I think we should start with Scott. Let me open up my nice new pack of sleeves. I still have some left. But very cool. This looks like a very fun set. I cannot wait to play it. I'll be playing it with some other MCU stuff because obviously this is a Marvel Studios set. Here's your chance to get screenshots if you wanted them. All right. I might do these a little out of order, but that's okay. Let's start with Scott Lang Cat Burglar here. I asked and they couldn't make it happen. Interesting. It might have been a rights thing, but no big deal. The fourth villain group was, I forget the name of it. It was Quantum Realm stuff. We'll see. All right, so let's see if this close-up cam works. All right, we're going to start with Petty Larceny. I'm using a new close-up cam, and I wasn't ready to reveal it yet, but here it is. So Petty Larceny is, by the way, this whole group is Crime Syndicate affiliated. We haven't seen that affiliation since World War Hulk with Grey Hulk. Also, we got Bullseye and Kingpin. Those were the only ones until now, except for a member of Clan Yoshida. Here we go. It's a covert card, Petty Larceny. Thank you for the helicopter again. A cost of 1. Yeah, Hank does not seem to be in here, but we already have Hank in a Comics Hero set. So, cost of 1, 1+ recruit, heist. You get +2 recruit. I'm going to peek at heist once again because it probably was the most complicated keyword on this list. So once again, count the number of different non-zero costs you have among all your heroes this turn. Non-zero costs, that's your heist count. So if it 1 cost, 2 cost, 3 costs, you got a heist count of 3. Top card of the villain deck, check its VP, and you have to get a higher number than that. So you're trying to get multiple different costs. So I'm going to guess, I wasn't paying attention. He's probably got a bunch of different costs. So double helicopter and 1 stream is a good luck sign. It is. Okay, so if you succeed, you get +2 recruit. 3 recruit early on is very good for a 1 cost. If you have this and starters, all you need is 1 other cost to beat anything that has 2 VP or less, but you probably want more. I don't quite have the gauge to how that's going to feel yet, but I'll find out later. Okay, so next we have ex-con security van. As I drop stuff. Ex-con security van, tech 2 attack heist. You may move a villain to an empty city space. If you do, KO 1 of your heroes. That's cool. I love cards that move to any city space. It has to be empty. It's not a swap, but it's not neighboring either. So that looks versatile. It's a 5 cost, so it's mixing with that. We've also got shocking support, which is one that was revealed early, which is 2 attack heist. You get +2 attack. Similar to the other one, a different cost. Got Kurt on there. We've also got, I'll do it this way. And then I'll just put them together at the end. Okay. I forgot how I did this last time. All right, so we've got putting a crew together, 1 of the uncommons. There are 2 uncommons for each hero set here. This is strength, 3+ attack, heist. You get +1 attack for each different cost of card you have. Sometimes a band of quirky misfits is exactly what you need. Oh, I didn't read the flavor text on this one either. So good. He does like the cap thing where it rewards you for having a bunch of different costs to succeed on the heist, and then if you do, you get a ramp. I like that. Before and after awards. So this flavor text was Scott reluctantly agreed to do 1 final heist, only to find a strange suit that would change his destiny. Sure thing. That's a very early in the MCU, Scott Lang. So, oh my gosh, these cards are going to get stuck. That's what I do. I'm rolling with the punches here. So anything for Cassie is the other uncommon, which is adorable. 1 recruit, 1 attack. It's an instinct card. Cost of 2. Whenever you gain a wound this turn, return that wound to the wound deck. That's a whenever, so you can get multiple wounds and put them back. That is pretty cool. And then heist, rescue a bystander. But you can only do the heist once, and it's optional. Okay, so where's the rare? Here it is, the big score. This is a great hero set. Cards are solid. Great team edition. Great flavor. All cards have heist. That's true. All these have heist, and then this one is no exception. The big score, covert, 4+ attack, 8 cost. Heist, you get +4 attack if the card revealed from the villain deck is a Master Strike. KO it, and put a card from the Bystander deck on top of the villain deck. That is very good. That is very good. So it doesn't shorten the villain deck. KO's a Master Strike. If you get this, you'll have an 8 cost too, so that's a plus towards your heist. And you automatically succeed on a heist if it's a Master Strike, right? Yeah, Danger Sense will help here. So that is the Scotland Cat Burglar set. Let's put it all together. New sleeves are always slippery, so I'm going to drop things. All right, there's one hero set up here. Let me move these out of the way, actually. And we'll just put them all. And all 5 colors. Thank you. Yeah, please notice things I don't notice because I'm doing 50 things at once. All right, who do you want to see next? We should look at Wasp, I think, next. Partially because her cards are right here. So... And we'll look at Ant-Man. You never seen strike removal before. You mean replacement with a bystander? I'm not sure. Doesn't Franklin do that? All right. Here we go. Starting with one of Wasp cards, Flitting Sting. So she is Avengers affiliated, by the way. This is, by the way, the set with the most unaffiliated hero sets so far, which is cool. Here we go. Doctor Strange MCU 2. Yes. 1+ recruit, 1+ attack. Cost of 3. Size changing. Range. You get +1 recruit and +1 attack. Hope Van Dyne's suit is a lot like Scott's, except that hers can fly and has blasters. Did I miss any other flavor text on these? Because I do that. No, surprisingly. I don't know if I read that one. Not a big deal. Cool. So let's see what her thing is. Cheap cards like the other Wasp set. I was talking recently about how I love how the cards in the MCU sets will reference the other hero sets when there's an existing one, but it will do something different. Makes it fun to see them again, and doesn't bother me to have repeat heroes, quote-unquote repeat heroes, even though they're very different. So we got Master Physicist, Tech, 2+ recruit, cost of 4, size changing tech. You get +1 recruit for each other card you have with a plus symbol in its recruit icon. I think that is a first. That's very interesting. Now I'm thinking about how many cards have that. Can't be too many, but probably a lot in this set. Love it. Okay, next is the other common, which is, ta-da, Positive Ions. 2+ attack, size changing, ranged. You get +1 attack for each other card you have with a plus symbol in its attack icon. Love looking for those pluses. That looks very fun. That's a big plus. Yes, it is. We've got Follow My Lead, which is one of her uncommons. This is a ranged card, 1+ attack, and a cost of 2. Size changing, ranged. If this is the first card you played this turn, you get +1 attack. How do you guys feel about those? I hear mixed things about the if this is the first card you played this turn cards, but it's cheap. It's size changing. You can get it for free. So I'm not going to be mad about that. Reminds me of Electra's card. Similar mechanic. And then we've got Infiltrate as the other uncommon. It is great. Oh, Ranabishi, thank you for the Prime sub. It's great to party with this family. Keep up the good work. I will. Thank you so much. That's true. All right, here's Infiltrate. Tech, 1+ attack. Let me actually do it this way so you can see all the cards at once. I'm going to be here forever. All right, a lot of range and a lot of tech. So tech, 1+ attack, microscopic size changing, tech. When you draw a new hand this turn, draw an extra card. Heist, you get +3 attack. You can also get this one for free. That's really fun. I like them a lot more when they're only 3 copies. That is a very, very good point. And then finally, her rare, Hope Returns. It is a range card. Cool. Travels updated Legendary Leagues. The randomizer is ready. Thank you so much for that. I might use it today. We'll see. 4+ recruit, 4+ attack, and a cost of 9, but of course, severely reduced. You can get this to get 1 attack, 1 recruit back. Yep. Microscopic size changing, ranged. You get a +1 recruit for each other card you have with a plus symbol in its recruit icon, and you get a +1 attack for each other card you have with a plus symbol in its attack icon. Very fun twist on it. Reminds me of Captain Carter looking for different things than you don't normally look for. I'm glad she doesn't have any covert, because that's the other Wasp set. But makes more sense for her to have ranged here, I think. And the logos are definitely smaller. They are definitely smaller. And so I hope that makes some people happy. All right, that is it for the Wasp. Every card she has, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Every card she has. Let me check 2+, 2+. Most of Cat Burglars do. So let me see the rest. Okay, bam. Who's next? I want to look at Ant Army a little bit later. Let me search for... I want to look at Janet's cards, actually, next. And we'll go that way. Oh, no, we'll look at Cassie's cards next. She's not Stature. She's not anything but Cassie Lang right now. Okay, a lot of Janet cards here. All right, here we go. So starting with Cassie Lang's cards, I might have to dig up the rest of them. Here is the first one. It is Start Small. By the way, Cassie is Avengers affiliated. I don't know if you can read into that to give you some MCU information. Not sure. So we got Start Small, and I'll get better images up later if anybody wants them. So I'm still adjusting my close-up cam. So she's Avengers affiliated. Avengers. Tech. 2 recruit. 2 cost. Size changing tech. To play this, you must discard a card. And then, if you have a villain in your victory pile worth 2 VP or less, draw a card. So if you have a henchman or some other weak one, there's not a lot in villain groups that fit this. A lot of them are 3 or over. But I like it. So you can have it. It just will turn into a draw card very quickly. See how similar it is to Stature's hero set. All right, we got Giant Hug, the one we saw. Strength, 2 recruit, and a cost of 4. Size changing strength. Choose a player. If that player reveals a card that costs 5 or more, that player draws a card. And you can choose yourself because you are also a player in the game. And if you're playing solo, you don't really have much choice, do you? But basically, if that player is worthy, that's very interesting. She cares if you're worthy. Okay, this is going to be a problem. Okay, we got Colossal Stomp as her third common. It is a strength card, 2 attack, size changing, strength. Strength, you may defeat a villain worth 2 VP or less. This reminds me of her, the Stature hero set too. But that's very cool. It's targets victory points like piercing energy, but it's not as overpowered because it's 2 VP or less. The strong bully of the week until she got a whole lot stronger. Makes sense to me. Okay, now we have one of the uncommons, Quantum Beacon. This caused a lot of trouble. Great depiction of the Colossus Stomp. It is. Tech, 3 attack and a cost of 5. Microscopic size changing. Tech. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. Oh, that's the next one. If it's a bystander, rescue it. If it's a villain worth 2 VP or less, you may fight it this turn. If you rescue or defeat that card, don't play a card from the villain deck next turn. Ooh. Let me read that again. Reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a bystander, rescue it. If it's a villain worth 2 VP or less, weak villain, you may fight it this turn. If you rescue or defeat that card, don't play a card from the villain deck next turn. So you're not really increasing or decreasing. You're just not wasting. You're not speeding up the villain deck. That's pretty cool. So you can avoid a nasty ambush or something, and you still don't speed up the game. I like that a lot. I like that quite a bit. That's great. Next up, we've got Blast from the Past. Learn from the Past, not Blast from the Past. That's probably somebody else's card. Probably Bishop's card or something. Blast from the Future. Also 3 attack for free. Yes, a lot of this is for free. So she just like defeating villains for free based on VP. And well, there's 3 henchmen in this game. That's great. Learn from the Past. Strength, 3 attack, cost of 6. Microscopic size changing. Strength. You may do the fight effect of a villain in your victory power worth 2 VP or less. I love that. I love that. There are so many useful henchman fight effects, not the least of which is just KO. That's very cool. She looks like a lot of fun. That's cool. I didn't expect that from Cassie. Okay, and finally we've got her rare, which is Inspire Revolution. Strength. A lot of strength here. 5+ attack. Oh, you can't even see this. Why am I zoomed in? There's so much wrong with what's going on right now. Okay, there we go. Microscopic sign changing, strength, 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 strength. You get +1 attack for each villain worth 2 VP or less in your victory pile. That's okay in solo. Really good in two-hander, two-player or more, because you got a lot more henchmen to ramp up with. I like it. I'd love to hear about how she played in solo versus two-hander, two-player or more. So yeah, there's her hero set right there. Looks like a lot of fun. I could see her being frustrating in some setups where you don't really have things to defeat that way. But we'll have to wait and see what that's like. All right, let's go ahead and check out Janet's cards now because they're right here. All right, here comes hero number... Well, that's an Ant Army card. That's an Ant Army card. I'm saving them for the end here. And if you want to see any I already showed you in the close-up again, please let me know. All right, we've got Search for Peace, Janet Van Dyne. Janet Van Dyne is an unaffiliated hero, the first of many in this expansion. Playtesters, any idea why she was not Avengers or S.H.I.E.L.D.? I mean, it makes sense. This is present day in the MCU. Janet Van Dyne, not really affiliated with any of them at that point, so it makes sense to me, but I heard some people ask. Covert, 2+ recruit at a cost of 3. Covert Explore, you get plus recruit equal to the found hero's printed recruit. So you're basically searching the hero deck. If you remember the rule sheet, she spent years searching the quantum realm for answers. Plus recruit equal to the found. So that's a lot of recruit. She's got 2 right off the bat. Let's say she finds another with 2, which is very common. That's 4 recruit. It does fall behind a covert trigger though. But I love lots of recruit. I love early recruit. I love cards that can generate a ton. So I'm looking forward to that. We got Prepare for War Janet. Range, 2+ attack. Cost of 4. Ranged Explore. You get plus attack equal to the found hero's printed attack. So like the other one. Like to see the pattern. And again, only 3 of these. 3 each of these. So I love searching for stuff. So I very much look forward to Explore. Yeah, looks like it's a lot of fun. We got Wasp of Another Generation. Covert, 2+ attack. So here's where the covert is. This is her Wasp form here. Size changing Covert and Covert Explore. Then you get +1 attack for each time you explored this turn. Years before the Avengers, Hank Pym and Janet were Ant-Man and the Wasp. That's a great quote. Or line. I don't know if it's a direct quote. It's probably not. Cool flashback. The image is cool. Almost looks like art. Is this concept art or is this from the movie? Does it look like art to anybody else? Was there art in the movie that I forgot? Ooh, you get... if you build off of Janet, you can explore a lot. And this card will ramp up pretty well. Plus all the size changing. They're a bit cheaper than they should be, quote unquote. Makes sense since the other Wasp that relies on covert is Janet, not Hope. Yes. Yes, what Off the Cuff said. Very good. Subatomic Size. I'm not complaining. This one may not be either, yeah. Subatomic Size, Covert, 0+ attack, cost of 2. Microscopic Size changing, Covert, draw a card. Covert, you get +2. So yeah, you can get this not only for free, but you can get this and get 2 recruit back and get a card draw. This is very good. Doesn't really hurt you to take because it's an unconditional card draw. Just throw it in there for a free covert trigger. I wouldn't describe MCU's Hope style as particularly covert. I would not either. Flavor win there. Okay, we've got her other uncommon. This one looks like it's from Quantumania. Quantum Contradiction. Yep. 4 recruit, 4 attack. When you play this, cost of 6. When you so remember the Wasp. It says it right there. You know, this stream's not going to go very well if I lose my mind in the first hour before I start playing the game. Everybody ignore me. I don't even know why you're here. 4 recruit, 4 attack, cost of 6. When you play this, put it on top of the hero deck or KO it. Could Quantum Entanglement work across dimensions as well as across space and time? Maybe. This is a lot of stuff. So it's kind of like Sacrifice. But you can explore for it. So this is like setting up for a what if with those what if cards, or setting up for an investigate, like a phasing almost. So this is kind of a pseudo phasing, except you don't swap. You can set up. You can explore for this. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like a big move like this temporarily. And then for the rare, it's another sweet moment. It is Hope and her mother. Finally found you, Janet Van Dyne. Covert, 4+ recruit and 4+ attack. Explore. Covert, you get plus recruit equal to the found hero's printed recruit and plus attack equal to its printed attack. It's like a new Proxima Midnight card. Very nice. She is a hero set that I will probably get a better feel for once I actually play the hero set. But I like what I see. So we can have 3 Wasps, basically. You can have a solo game of all 3 Wasps that's meant to combo with Quantum Contradiction. Yes. So yeah, Contradiction is the one where you put it on top, and this is the one where you explore for it, and you can get all the points in that last card. That's very good. Okay. Next, we have 3 groups. What do you want to see? The Ant Army, the Freedom Fighters, or Gentora next? As I find them and sleeve them. Must sleeve everything. I kind of want to see the Freedom Fighters next. That's just me. Janet looks like a lot of fun. More of a technical character. All right, let's check out the Freedom Fighters. Yeah. Let's see who's on this. Janet takes a while to click, but is really powerful. Yeah, she gives me that vibe. I can't really tell how powerful she will be, but in vivo here when I play her. So I'll save the ants for last. Okay. Let's check out the Freedom Fighters, starting with... I almost said Foo Fighters. That's a different Legendary expansion that I hope comes by. Raise your hand if you'd like to see the Legendary Foo Fighters expansion. All right, Mystics. So they are also unaffiliated. They are a range, 1 recruit, and a cost of 3. Let's see what their thing is. When you draw a new hand this turn, draw an extra card. Ooh. This is interesting. I feel like other cards like this have said when you draw a new hand at the end of this turn. But it is technically part of your turn, right? Unless the other cards do something I don't expect, but I think I'm overreading into that. I am always the kind of person who prefers more cards later than more cards now. I know that was a big debate a while back, so I'm happy to see this. Yeah, worded differently. Figured. I kind of like this wording better because it makes you think that the next player shouldn't go yet. Because they shouldn't. They should wait for you. Steel Warrior, Instinct, 1+ attack, cost of 4. Streets Conqueror 1, draw a card. Ooh, this is going to be a big card draw hero set, isn't it? We like that. There's Zolom. We saw that one spoiled. Ranged, 2+ attack, Bridge Conqueror 1, range, you get +2 attack, and a cost of 5. Kang blasted many dissidents in the face. This face blasted back. One of the coolest characters from the movie. This one does not draw, but it does give you 5 attack max. For 5. That's very good. That's very good. You do have to have the Conqueror and the trigger, but shouldn't be too hard, right? Then we've got Veb. There he is. I missed him. I wasn't looking. There's the holes, dude. His name is Veb. Oh, this is cool. Instinct, attack, 1 attack. Oh, my. Oh, man. Deep breath. Cost of 2. Reveal the top card of your deck. If that card has any holes printed inside any of its icons, 0, 4, 6, 8, or 9. I love that. Draw it. Yes, Silver Fox, there he is. Instinct. You may KO the card you drew this way. That's fun. Printed inside any of its icons. Yeah, you can KO Galactus Hungers this way. I don't know, or draw him. You may KO the card you drew. No, what about printed inside any of its icons. So cost or attack or recruit. I don't think there's any. Wait. Does Fantastic Four have the number 4 in its icon? Does that work? It's an icon. It has a 4 in it. That would work, right? Yeah, Piercing Energy would work. Sure. That's an icon. Okay, Quaz. Range. 2+ recruit, 2+ attack. 6 cost. The 14 works. Love it. I love those little obscure things. Range. You choose recruit or attack, then explore. You get the printed value of the icon you chose on the found hero. Oh, very interesting. Very interesting. You get the printed value of the icon That's cool. You can't pick piercing energy or anything, but you got them. Oh yeah, Sinister 6 too is a 6. So you have to choose ahead of time. So you do have to have some knowledge or guess. I can go over Explore real quick. Let me finish the hero set here. We're almost done with it. And here's the rare. You search the hero deck. So Freedom Forever is the rare. Instinct 5 attack, cost of 7 explore. Instinct, you may choose a player to gain the found hero. That's cool. 5 attack is still pretty good for a rare on its own. And handing out heroes is fun. All right, so here is Explore. I'll go over it real quick. It wasn't too long. So Explore is put a hero from the HQ on the bottom of the hero deck. Reveal the top 2 cards of the hero deck and choose which one refills the empty HQ space. Put the other on the bottom of the hero deck. So the one added to the HQ is the one that you get to do something with. Yeah, on the lower side of cost for rare. So if you do this, you get to reveal 2 cards. You pick one basically for a player to gain it if you get the trigger. And then I assume you refill the HQ with the next card from the HQ. Yeah, it looks fun. These will stand in for a lot of different things and a themed setup. But that is it for the Freedom Fighters. I'm having so much fun going over these cards with you guys. I missed you very much. So this is great. Okay. Next is Gentora. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's Gentora. There's Ant Army. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Ant-Man. How did I not do Ant-Man? Also, there's a cat burglar over here. So let me go ahead and do Ant-Man's hero set. And then we'll do Gentora's. If I can find where Ant-Man's is. Where? Nope, not in that stack. So yeah, I guess it could have been Hank Pym Ant-Man, but it's not. But that's totally okay. I wonder what happens if you explore into henchmen that invade Daily Bugle. Well, they have... Well, you'll just read the numbers on them, but if it's for cost, it's a cost of 0, right? That'll be a fun interaction. Okay. Here we go, starting with the Ant-Man hero set, the Scott Lang Ant-Man hero set. I almost thought we were going to see Falcon in this expansion, but we didn't. We're going to have to wait for the Falcon the Winter Soldier set or something. So we're starting with Hitcher Ride Ant-Man. He is Avengers affiliated, of course. He's so happy to be an Avenger. Covert. 1 plus recruit, cost of 2, size changing. Covert. Antics, you get +2 recruit. Ants, they can do a lot of things, but they still need a leader. So once again, Antics was, you can use the ability only if you have at least 3 cards that cost 1 or 2 and or size changing. There's no shortage of size changing or really cards that cost 2 or even 1 in this set. That should be fun. Somebody can make a custom Drufus and throw it in. But yeah, he'll have a bunch of cheap cards that work off of the Antics keyword. I see where there were 2 of them. Let's look at the next one. Look out for the little guy. I love this. I have to read the book. Now I really have to. Covert, Strength. Cost of 3, an attack of 1. Size changing, Strength. Reveal the top card of your deck. If it's Strength or has size changing, draw it. Oh, so just like Antics, it cares about something or size changing. No guessing here, you just do it. Very nice. Then we've got Shrink Away. Boom. Covert. 2 attack, cost of 4, size changing, Covert. Covert, all villains in the Mastermind get +1, or gets -1 attack this turn. Even in the microscopic quantum realm, something can always get smaller. This is terrifying. Was anybody else terrified when he started to shrink away like that and the whole story about what happened to Janet? Oh, man. I liked how it was kind of more mystifying before Quantumania. We found out what happens when you shrink down that far, but still. Terrifying. There's some terrifying moments in the Ant-Man films. Remember the first movie and that laser that did the thing I won't mention? Don't want to think about that. But it's cool. I love all effects like that. Next, we have Bug Swarm. Another cool piece of looks like art. I think it's from the film, but it's CG. It might as well be art. That's cool. Strength. 2 recruit, 5 cost. Microscopic size changing. Strength. Antics. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile. Many minds, 1 purpose. So this card does not cost 1 or 2. So you need 3 others. Well, actually, no. Microscopic size changing counts, right? Is it other cards? Let me check the rule again. Yep. At least 3 cards that have it. So this does count. It counts itself and it has... So this size changing counts microscopic size changing. Well, it doesn't say that, but I'm assuming that's what happens. Does antics count microscopic size changing? Does it clarify that, or I didn't see it? It probably does. Somebody can let me know if it does. All right. We got Bug Swarm there. Love KO power. Micro counts in its own rule. Cool. You can't trust me to remember everything I read before. Where is it? Yep. Microscopic size changing is a type of size changing, so any effect that mentions size changing works with microscopic size changing. Oh yeah, I know what happened. I read the word size changing so much in that sentence that the whole thing just completely deleted itself from my brain. So thank you for that. Thank you for remembering for me. So we got Covert, tiny little risk, 2 attack and a cost of 6, microscopic size changing, Covert, Heist, draw 2 cards. He's a micrometer tall. What could go wrong? Micrometer. Micrometer? Micrometer is a device. Is that a thing? It's micrometer. Love drawing 2 cards. And finally, the rare. You don't come here for accuracy. If you did, I'm so sorry. Giant Man, strength. 6 attack plus cost of 9. Microscopic size changing. Strength. You get +1 attack for each card you played this turn that's strength and or has size changing. Another one that checks both. That's pretty cool. I like how Giant Man is portrayed here. It could have shown all of Giant Man, but just showing his helmet shows the scale. I like that. So Heist is if you have 3 different... No, not if you have it. So I would say it out loud, but I don't want to... Yeah, so Mr. Dollar is right. You count the number of different card costs you have, then you reveal the top card of the villain deck. If that number is higher than that villain's VP, or whatever card's VP, whatever card is there, that card's VP, then you succeed in the heist. Yeah. And I'll type up this later if somebody else hasn't. Okay. This looks fun. This looks like brute strength. It's a same colors I like to play whenever I play Magic. On the rare occasions I do, green and red. Yeah, it's like a different version of it's a variation on what you do for Uru enchanted weapons. Yeah. I like how if it's a tie, nothing happens. It's not like contest where if it's a tie, you lose. Okay, let's take a look at Gentora's hero set and then Ant Army's hero set, and then we will move on to the other side of this game, the enemies and the schemes. Bot command on Heist will beat Uru in length. Maybe I'll abridge it. I'll try to abridge as much as I can. Okay, I got her hero set. Oh, here we go. What time is it? I have no idea. It's not important. About okay, I see. So Gentora was one of the freedom fighters who was she the leader of the freedom fighters specifically? I gotta remember these things. We haven't seen any of her cards yet except for what I panned through, so let's take a look. So Gentora is yet another unaffiliated hero. It is the 3rd one so far. There are 4 total in this set. 730. Thank you, Broken Pants. Broken Pants are right twice a day, I guess. Strength, 1 plus attack, and a cost of 2. Bridge Conqueror 1. If there are no villains on the rooftops, draw a card. There could be other things on the rooftops, but if there's no villains there, you get to draw a card. And the rooftops are the middle space, so they're empty a lot more often than the sewers are. And I like how it references taking the high ground. It all ties together. It's all coming together. Okay, hit and run. Well, 7:30 your time. I get it. It's good. Instinct. 2 recruit, 0 plus attack, cost of 3. You may move a villain to an adjacent city space. If another villain is already there, swap them. And then Instinct, you get +2 attack. So she's going to have a little bit of city manipulation, some Conqueror stuff. I liked the city management whenever it pops up in Legendary, so she might be a lot of fun for me. We've got Unite the Oppressed. Strength. 2 plus attack, 4 cost. Strength, Sewers, Conqueror 2. Kang smashed down the inhabitants of the Quantum Realm. Gentora lifted them up. It's cool that she was chosen, now that I think about it, for a hero set. She's a new character that's not in Legendary yet. You can't say that for Hank Pym. And that's 4 potential attack there. And Sewers Conqueror is pretty easy to hit, too. That's a good card. Almost always 4 attack for 4 if you can get that strength trigger, which you might as well do. It's okay. I got it. Okay. Find Your Courage is her first uncommon. Instinct, 3+ recruit, and a cost of 5. Instinct Explore. If the found hero is Instinct or has no team icon, you get +2 recruit. The Journey Through Worlds, the Journey Within. Okay, so a little bit of reference to how many unaffiliated heroes this set has. This works great with Howard the Duck because he has both of those. Howard the Duck would fit very well into the Quantum Realm, so it makes sense for me. 5 recruit for 5. That's very good too. I like that. Okay, we've got lead powerful allies. Here's the cameo from Cassie here. Strength, 2+ attack, cost of 6. Strength Explored, you get plus attack equal to the found hero's cost. Allying with Scott, Cassie, and the Ants finally gave Gentura's army the punch it needed. Wait, look at this one for a second. Ooh, this is converting cost into attack. You're going to find something. Now, there are a lot of 1 and 2 costs in this expansion, so I can imagine not getting a lot of attack when playing with this set. However, in a randomizer, you're not going to see that many 1 or 2, or it's not as many 1 or 2 costs as you see in this set. So I think Gentura's one that's going to be even better in a randomizer than she is within this set. Let's take a look at what her rare says. How did I run the cards? I thought I had 400. Oh, there's another pack over there. 200. Not 400. Conquer the Conqueror. Instinct. 5+ attack and a cost of 7. Bridge Conqueror 1. You get +1 attack. And sidekicks too, yeah. You get +1 attack for each villain worth 4 VP or more in each Mastermind tactic in your victory pile. That's pretty good. Let's say you have 2 tactics, a couple of villains. That's 9 attack plus 1 from the Bridge Conqueror is 10. That's pretty good for a 7 cost rare. You have to work yourself to get there. Happens late game, but late game's where you want the big attack anyway. Oh man, yeah, I think she's the most randomizer-friendly hero I've seen so far. That's cool. And she'll be good with this set too, but that's important to me. What do you think about her hero set? You explore the hero deck, not yours, so you won't explore into a sidekick. Oh yeah, for Explorer, yeah. First, I was thinking of sidekicks for Heist, but then you probably already have 2 costs. Freedom Fighters are pretty neutral too, but I think she works specifically well. She's powerful and it's not locked behind too many things. All right, let's take a look at the Ant Army right now as I make some room for them over here. I gotta figure out how this focus thing works. It's all new stuff, technology. She would get real strong fighting against Rifle Overlords. Yes, she would. Oh, I just dropped all. Oh, here we go. So, time for the Ant Army. The last hero group. The last hero set. This is going great. Here we go. The most exciting hero. Anticipate. They are, by the way, this Ant Army is another unaffiliated tech, 2 recruit, cost of 4, size changing, tech, antics, draw a card. The higher variety of costs and size changing makes her cost-based attack card really good. That is true. Good point. All right. Answer patient, answer kind. So antics, again, you have to have 3 different cards that cost 1 or 2 and or have size changing. Yep. Like the Ant-Man hero set has. This one costs 4 though. So, but also size changing. I'm gonna do that 1, 2, and a lot. Where, oh, it doesn't have the right cost. Oh, but it has size changing. Oh, it doesn't have the right cost, but also it has size changing. So anticipate me doing that. Bring on the ant puns. Again, back to this amazing still from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Antagonize. Instinct. 1+ attack and a cost of 2. Size changing instinct. Antics. You get +2 attack. Pin particles transform ants from puny to terrifying. I gotta say though, what a whiplash from that post-credit scene with the humor of seeing an ant playing the drums, panning over and hearing the increasingly loud beep of the lost signal TV because of the snap. Love that moment. One of my favorite post-credit scenes. Not too much, but just enough to be like, ooh, that feels uncomfortable. Okay, we've got up the ante. There it is. Instinct, 1 attack, cost of 1 heist, draw a card. Falling on ant back is quite a gamble. New stack of cards here. So let me parse this one for a second. That's a 1 cost. It's a rarer cost, so good for heist. And it's a card draw, so it doesn't really hurt you to take. It doesn't have size changings, but it just kind of buffers your strategy. There's buffers in there. A lot of card draw in this expansion. From the tier list ratings, I know we like card draw. Okay, as I sleeve things. Next is the uncommons. Next are the uncommons. I didn't sleeve this one yet, so whatever. Anti-proton experiments. Tech, 1+ recruit, 1+ attack. Microscopic size changing. Tech. Antics, you get +2 recruit and +2 attack. They've lived thousands of years. Oh no, it's heist draw card. It is not a guaranteed draw. You're correct. It's just not behind a class trigger. Yes. Antics, you get +2 recruit and +2 attack. They've lived thousands of years in a single day, expanding their knowledge, their science. That was a cool moment. Cool. So you can get this for +1 recruit at maximum, and 3 attack and 3 recruit. Very versatile. Reminds me of the versatile keyword. All right. We've got anti-tank weapons. This is one that we got previewed early on. Instinct attack so far. Makes sense to me. 2+ attack, cost of 6. Microscopic size changing. Tech. You get +3 attack. Civilization can be judged by the quality of its giant mecha. Sure can. This is just a raw attack card you can get for cheap. It does trigger the other things with its size changing. I told you I was going to go back and forth on that. So every single card in the Ant Army triggers Antics, which of course it does. It should. And here is the rare. I cannot wait to see what this rare does. It is Revolutionary Anthem. Tech, 4+ attack, cost of 9. It's got microscopic size changing. Tech. Antics, you get +2 attack. Heist, you get +2 attack. If the card revealed from the villain deck is a scheme twist, you get another 2 attack, and you may shuffle that deck. So yeah, you can only do 1 heist a turn, but that's a big deal. Very few cards can actually let you get saved from a scheme twist a little bit. Reminds me of Hellcat and some others. That's neat. But you have to reveal it in the heist. So you got to be lucky you'll be able to set that up, but still, it's 4 attack, 6 attack, 8 attack. So you just get 8 attack. You have to succeed on the heist. So 8 attack, max of 10 here. Well, Anthony is one of these, right? Is this Anthony? I don't know. No, here's an Ant-Man. By the way, not a lot of cards. There, this one has Ant-Man. Do all the rares have microscopic size changing? 5. I'll check them. I wasn't paying attention to that, but let's take a look. All right, that's all of them. They might. All right. The ants do. The Gentora, that's not her rare. Okay, Gentora does not. I know Ant-Man does. The Freedom Fighters do not. They went for the Ant Puns instead. And Janet does not. Cassie probably does. That's not her rare. She does. Wasp probably does. And I think he doesn't. So Wasp has it. Cassie has it. Ant-Man has it. Ants have it. Yep. So 4 of them do. Okay, those are all the heroes. That's cool. If there's any you want to see again, let me know. Otherwise, we're going to move on. What should we look at next, everyone? We've got Masterminds, Villains, Schemes, the Ambush Schemes, which are part of Villains. We'll just look at those with the Villains, or the Henchmen groups, or the Bystanders. What are we looking at next? Take a drink of water while you tell me. We will be playing some games. I don't know if I can get through all 4, but we'll see how many I can get through. And thank you for being here. It's fun to be back. Okay, schemes. Yes, I'll put them all in the card gallery, and either that or I'll help Captain Maturity get them all up on his site quickly. So we'll see. So most of you said schemes. So let's go ahead and check out the schemes and sleeve those as we go. And we'll look at the ambush schemes when they come up within their villain groups. And then we'll do villains. Okay. Let's take a look at these together, starting with Safeguard Dark Secrets. Setup, 5 twists. Twist. Stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a secret. Then play another card from the villain deck. Special rules. You have the ability Heist. You get +1 recruit. Shuffle a secret from next to the Mastermind into the villain deck. Evil wins when the Mastermind has 5 secrets. So you have to just be really good at the heists in order to avoid losing to this. So it's not a timer at all. Right, but it does feed up the villain deck, unless I'm reading this wrong. You shuffle it in, so I guess it is a timer. But you can just stave it off for a long time. Kind of like Organized Crime Wave in that way. You can buy yourself some time that way by doing the heist. Pretty simple, pretty fun. Might be a good beginner scheme, actually. Cool, I like it. And again, there's probably all details about these schemes I'm not going to get until it's time to actually play them. Let's look at Auction Shrink Tech to Highest Bidder. Setup 11 twists. Set aside all 14 cards of a random extra hero that has any size-changing cards as Shrink Tech. Cool. Twist. Stack this twist next to the scheme as a hostile bid. Reveal a random hero from the Shrink Tech. This turn you may recruit that hero, but it costs 1 recruit more for each hostile bid. If you recruit it, either KO that hero or choose any player to gain it. Anybody want to jump on Master Strike and tell me how many total heroes have size changing now? If you recruit it, either KO that hero or choose any player to gain it. If you don't recruit it by the end of this turn, stack it next to the scheme as controlled by arms dealers. Evil wins when 8 Shrink Tech cards are controlled by arms dealers. Nice, another one that uses heroes. There's a few schemes that do that. I always enjoy those. Represents the the bid from the movie quite well. Yeah, not much more to say about this one. Doesn't look like the toughest one, but looks like a lot of fun. I prefer fun schemes over tough schemes anyway. Not that it's going to be a walk in the park necessarily. All right. We have got the next one, Escape an Imprisoning Dimension. By the way, is this the first expansion in a long while where we haven't gotten any scheme previews at all? 13 heroes. That's 13, 14, 15. Oh, yeah. 14, 15, 16, 17 heroes then. So that's 17 total heroes that have size changing, I believe. I got that right. Nice. Escape an Imprisoning Dimension. Set up 5 twists. Thank you for that. Special rules. During your turn, any number of times you may spend 1 attack to seal an unsealed city space or unsealed Mastermind space by putting a card above it from the wound stack. Twist. If any city space with a villain in it or the Mastermind space is not sealed, stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a discovered escape route. Otherwise, return 3 seals from above spaces to the wound deck, shuffle this twist into the villain deck, and play another card from the villain deck. Evil wins when 3 escape routes have been discovered. Oh, this one looks fun. I gotta play this one. So, you put a card above it from the wound stack. So, it should be the wound stack one. 5 in this one. Who did I miss? Maybe, Ant-Man, Wasp, Cassie, Janet, Ants. I think I missed Janet. I forgot she had size changing. Yep, Janet's the one I missed. So 5 in this one. So 18 cards, 18 hero sets with size changing. Thank you. And Tech Fiend just listed them all out. Thank you very much. I like this one. This looks like a fun one to play multiplayer, especially working out escape routes. This would be interesting with Ego. Let's not think about that. And finally, we got Siphon Energy from the Quantum Realm. Set up 9 twists. Set aside the Quantum Realm villain group as an extra group. Shuffle its ambush scheme into the villain deck. Cool. Twist. Stack this twist next to the Mastermind as a Quantum Siphon. Put a random set aside Quantum Realm villain on the siphons. Do its ambush effect. If there was already a Quantum Realm villain on the siphons, KO it. Special rules. You may fight villains on the Quantum Siphons. They get +1 attack for each 2 siphons. Evil wins when 4 Quantum Realm villains have been KO'd, or there are 9 Quantum Siphons. Boy, that was complicated. So twist goes after this scheme as a siphon. Put one of the villains on there. Do the ambush. It's not in the city. It's just sitting over there. If there was already one, you KO the old one. +1 for each 2 siphons. So how do you increase siphons? Just by twist. It's just twist count. So it just gets harder the more twists happen. Cool. Looks like the toughest one in here. On my first impressions. I thought replicate pin particles would be a good scheme. Yeah, well, replicate. That's kind of what they're doing here, isn't it? All right, those are the 4 schemes. Looks cool. All right, let's go ahead and check out the villain groups, and we'll jump over to the... Well, what do you want to see? Villain groups? Let me do the Bystanders real quick. No, I'll do those at the end. That'll be fun. We'll do Bystanders at the end. Masterminds or villains? All right, bystanders real quick. I'll do it. It's going to take a short time. Here's Jimmy Woo. This one looks so much fun. So there's Agent Jimmy Woo, bystander, rescue. By the way, this is the first time we're seeing the rescue keyword, which just does what the other bystanders already said when they told you to do something when you rescued it, but I like seeing it as a keyword. That's cool. Rescue, do some close-up magic. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. The player on your left says one of those card names. In solo mode, say one yourself. Mix them up, reveal one, and say, is this your card? If it is, draw it. Put the rest back in any order. That's fun. That's just fun. Not much else to say about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they couldn't get the Baskin-Robbins rights to put them on a card, but that's okay. We can play this at Baskin-Robbins. Masterminds next, please. I like doing the Masterminds before the villain groups. In fact, you know what I like doing? I like doing a Mastermind, and they're always leads. So I'm going to do it in that order. That's what I usually do. If I remember how I do these things. Officer Jim Paxton, bystander, rescue. You may defeat a henchman. For free. I'm assuming, but yes. That's a pretty good rescue effect. There's only one of him. He is the only bystander there's only one copy of, by the way. Makes sense. It's a more powerful effect. And there is a Maggie Lang. Rescue, you may return a card that costs 2 or less from your discard pile to your hand. And one of the most adorable special bystanders yet. It's young Cassie Lang. Rescue, you get +2 recruit. Unusable only to recruit a hero that costs 2 or less, or a hero with size changing. Oh, she has antics. Kind of. Not only that, there's no way we can do 31 scheme twists. I don't know. I can just make up some more out of ice cream. All right, those are the special bystanders. Love the increasing group of special bystanders. And here they are. All right, let's do a mastermind and villain group and go in that order. Okay, let's start with Darren Cross. Then we'll do Ghost, and then we'll move on to Kang. Because that's my interest in them, I think. Oh, we got Henchmen, too. We'll do Henchmen at the end, too. That'll be easy. So let me make sure I can find the Masterminds. And then we'll be done going over this thing. We can play it. Okay, so again, all the Masterminds in this set transform, which means we're going to have to put them in the other sleeves I have, which I don't know where they are. I should have had them ready. I'll just leave them unsleeved for now. Shocking, I know. All right, so here is Darren Cross. Darren Cross has 8 attack, VP value of 6. He's got Bank Conqueror 6. Oh, is he a better Ironmonger? Always leads Cross Technologies, Master Strike. Darren Cross double crosses each player, then he transforms. Reminding myself, and maybe some of you, what double cross does. Each player reveals their hand and discards one of their highest cost doubles, a card that has the same cost as another card in your hand. Cool. So each player has to do that. It may whiff, it may fail, but it also may not. There's a lot of similar costs in these. A lot of 2 costs. Then this is where the sidekicks will play in. Then he transforms, and he would transform into whatever's on the other side. Yellow Jacket. 12 attack, 6 VP. One of the few images from the first movie, Ant-Man. Microscopic size changing, tech, Master Strike. Each player discards an instinct hero or size changing hero or gains a wound. Yellow Jacket transforms. So you can get him down to 5 attack if you have 2 techs, which isn't bad. And no epic versions of these, of course, like I said. Cross might be more powerful with the bank being full. Bank's hard to clear out sometimes. That's 14 attack. Does it feel like to anybody else that Cross might be harder to hit than Yellow Jacket? Maybe I'm just not paying attention. I guess he just does lose all that attack if you do clear out the bank, but it shouldn't be that hard. All right, let's go ahead and look at some of those tactics. Each Mastermind has 4 tactics, of course. We've got Shrinking Research Budget. Fight. Each hero currently in the HQ that has no size-changing abilities gains size-changing for one of its hero classes. Cool. Make them cheaper. The Mastermind transforms, giving us a discount. Let me put him there and his tactic. -2, not -3. Yes, -3 is... I've been saying -3 this whole time because I always get that mixed up with Cosmic Threat. So, yes. It is -2. So if you've been screaming that at the screen and watching this on the after the fact, it was supposed to be 2. Protect my investments. Fight. If the bank is empty, each other player chooses a villain with 2 VP or more from the victory pile. You choose one of those villains to enter the bank. Cool. The Mastermind transforms. A lot of Corey Stoll here. Hope you like Corey Stoll. We've got Corporate Raider. Fight. KO one of your heroes with a recruit icon. If the bank is empty, move a villain to the bank. The Mastermind transforms. You know, imagine a Dark Alliance with him and Ironmonger. That would be very interesting. I would try that. Soon. Steal Pim Particles. Fight. Each other player shuffles a covert, tech, or size-changing card from their hand or discard pile into the hero deck. The Mastermind transforms. Yeah, so it's really hard to predict what side a Mastermind is going to be on at any given time when they're transforming, so it's got to be ready for anything. Looks fun. Let's go ahead and look at his villain group. Cross Technologies. In no particular order. No problem, Mastermatic. See ya. So starting with Cross's security detail. Let me push this a little bit. Rotate. Adjust. There we go. Cross security detail. Cross Technologies. Well, while the backside, a 5 attack, while the backside of a Mastermind card is face up, this villain gets +2 attack and escape. Each player discards a card. Fight KO one of your heroes. Interesting. So hey, does this mean if there's an epic Mastermind, he gets stronger? Because that's the backside of a Mastermind card. I would assume yes. That's cool, but obviously designed to work with transforming Masterminds, like himself. I like it. Okay. Shrink Experiments. Cross Technologies. Size changing tech. It's a 6 attack. To get out to 4, yes. Fight. A hero in the HQ loses all size-changing abilities, then gains size-changing tech this turn. Yes, epics to the back, yep. I'm guessing that first line of this fight effect was something that was added later, but I like it. It's very clear. And it changes the size-changing. Okay, does this mean that hero has to have size-changing first? It doesn't say so, I don't think. It loses any size-changing hero abilities it may have, and then it gains it. So it could be anybody, I think. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong there. I like it. I like altering the heroes that way. Cool. We've got Hydra Arms Dealer. Move it up there. 4 attack fight. You get +2 recruit usable only to recruit heroes with an attack icon. Just imagine what Hydra could do with shrinking technology. Of course, Hydra sneaks itself into this set. So it looks like there's 2 copies, by the way. Villain group quantities are going to be important. Where are the rest of them? Yep, that works with shield level. Let me find the one other villain in this group. Oh, here they are. At the bottom of this stack. There's 5 unique cards because 2 copies of each of these, 1 of these, Yellow Jacket Prototype, 9 attack, microscopic size changing, instinct, 5 VP. I haven't been saying VP values, by the way. 4 VP, 3 VP, 2 VP. This one is 5. Ambush. Each player reveals an instinct hero or gains a wound. Escape, same effect. Cool. And then finally, we have the Ambush scheme. I am very excited to try these. Feels right out of James Bond Legendary. Take over Pim Technologies. Ambush scheme, 2 VP. Ambush. This scheme captures bystanders equal to the number of players +1 as Pim Tech Scientists. Special rules. Once per turn, you may pay 3 recruit or discard a card with size changing. If you do, rescue a Pim Tech Scientist and draw a card. If you rescue the last scientist, defeat this scheme. Twist. This captures another Pim Tech Scientist. Then if it has 3 or more scientists, each player discards a card. So it gives you something else to manage. You don't have to get rid of this to win the game, like it said. But it's going to cause discards if you let it get out of control too fast. This is really cool. I like this a lot. Something I didn't expect to see in Legendary, which is a side scheme. It's kind of a big part of Marvel Champions, so cool to see it here. This is a fun group. Yeah, also, Bystanders. Yeah, it got better as it went along. I like it. All right, so that is Cross and his technologies. Let's go ahead and put them, up here. And we're almost done going over this set. That's the thing about these MCU sets. Even though it's just 200 cards, there is a lot to go over with all the unique cards in this. I think Piercing Energy specifically mentions villains or enemies. Villains or masterminds. But yeah, it's not a villain. You can't fight this. Okay, let's look at Ghost. Wherever she is. And there's villain groups that don't get led by anybody, but I want to find where Ghost is. Here she is. All right, starting with the first side. This is Ghost Ooh, I see some lagging over there. Ghost Master Thief. 8 attack plus. Ghost gets +1 attack for each different cost among her kidnapped victims. While this side is face up, you may recruit cards from her kidnapped victims in any order. Spending 2 recruit extra for each. I gotta read that again. Ghost gets +1 attack for each different cost among her kidnapped victims. While this side is face up, you may recruit cards from her kidnapped victims in any order, so not just the top one. Spending 2 recruit extra for each. Got it. Always leads Ghost Chasers. Ooh, we can play with Ghost Racers and Ghost Chasers. That'll be fun. Master Strike. Each player reveals an instinct hero or discards 2 cards with recruit icons and Ghost transforms. Not just heist, you can defeat the scheme per its text and add to your VP pile. Yeah. Going back to what the VP is for on the scheme, yes. And it works with heist. I like it. It better be worth something to go through that effort to get rid of it. And the other side is the Ghost transformed side. It is Ghost Intangible. Love the image choice. It's blurry, but it's supposed to be. 6 attack. You can't fight Ghost unless you made at least 6 recruit this turn. Who's that? Nimrod? Master Strike. Each player discards a covert hero or puts a non-gray hero from their hand or discard pile next to Ghost as a kidnapped victim. Okay, so makes more of those, and Ghost transforms. She looks like a lot of fun. All right, where are the tactics? Here they are. We've got Draining Quantum Energy Chamber. 8 attack. Well, they all have 8 attack. By the way, she's 6 VP if I didn't say that before. Fight. Each other player reveals their hand and KOs one of their cards that shares a hero class with any of Ghost's kidnapped victims. Ooh, that's rough. That's going to KO some good stuff. And Ghost transforms. Probably all the tactics say that she transforms. We've got Elaborate Rescue Plan. Fight. You may choose a player to gain one of Ghost's kidnapped victims. That's fun. And she transforms. Shadowy Abduction is a fight. Put the highest cost hero from the HQ next to Ghost as a kidnapped victim. Highest cost hero from the HQ next to her. Cool. And then we've got one of the cooler shots in this set so far. This has got to be concept art, right? More concept art. That's cool. They got to use it. Nightmarish Wraith. Fight. Each other player puts a non-gray hero from their discard pile next to Ghost as a kidnapped victim. And Ghost transforms. She's going to be kind of annoying, taking all your heroes away. It's cool. I like it. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the Ghost Chasers, not the Ghost Racers. I swear I am going to make that slip up at some point. That is so hard not to say. Where are the rest of the Ghost Chasers? Here they are. I should start with the lower attack because those are the ones... Oh, are these all unique? I think these are all unique. I'll just go in whatever order. We're going to start with a Goliath here. Size 8 attack, 5 VP, size changing strength, ambush. Goliath topples over. Nope, ambush. Ambush. Water, please. Find my center. Ambush. Goliath double crosses each player. Say that 5 times fast. That's hard to say. Fight. Goliath topples over, crushing another villain. You may defeat a villain that has 4 attack or less in an adjacent city space. Oh, that's cool. It's a Dino Roar. I like how it says he topples over. It didn't need to say that, but it does. Is that the first time we've seen flavor, like a flavor text thing within the card text? I feel like we've seen that once or twice before. That's cool. I like it. All right. Dr. Bill Foster. 0 attack. You have to discard it. Yeah, discard a deuce. I expect it from the Deadpool set. Maybe this first time outside of the Deadpool set. All right, for a VP, this is a cool one. To fight Dr. Bill Foster, you must solve a math equation. Discard 3 cards such that the cost of 2 of them add up to the cost of the third. They can't all cost 0. Yes, that's another example. Thank you, Scott Lang's head, which is in my Bystanders stack today. Escape. Each player discards a card that costs 0. I like this one a lot. Few examples. Fun to see it thrown in here. Let's keep going. Hopefully I keep my head screwed on straight. We've got Sonny Birch's Goons. 4 attack, 2 VP, fight, heist. You get +2 recruit. Whether expensive goons or cheap goons, you get what you pay for. They're so far in the distance. Only 2 VP though. Some cards care about VP values that are low, like 2 or less, so there you go. Corrupted Government Agents, Ambush. 5 attack, 3 VP, Ambush. Corrupted Government Agents double cross each player. Fight. You may look at the top 3 cards of any deck and put them back in any order. Ooh, I assume this is going to be used on the villain deck quite often. That's pretty good. Mr. Dollar, we got tardigrades. I'm not complaining about any henchmen ever again. And we got Anita Love right there. 5 attack, 3 VP, fight, heist. You may KO up to 2 of your heroes. We traffic in stolen technology, Uzman, and we have killed many, many people. Anita Love. I'm just joking around. Up to 2. That's cool that it's not a mandatory. So this is going to be one of those villain groups that has 8 unique villains, and that's one of the coolest parts about these MCU sets. Oh, I think we did. I think the Quantum Nuts I expected, the Quantum Hounds were unexpected, and they're filling that void that the Outriders left by not being henchmen, I think. Uzman with Truth Serum, 5 attack, 3 VP, fight. Look at the top card of the hero deck and claim a hero class it has. Okay, choose another player to guess truth or lie. If they guessed right, they either KO that hero or choose a player to gain it. If they guessed wrong, you decide what to do with that hero instead, and solo you just decide. That's a fun thing to do with you guys when I play this. Those are always fun for me in particular because they're fun to stream, so a very niche thing for me. Little mini game. All right, Sonny Birch, 6 attack, 4 VP, ambush. Sonny Birch double crosses each player. Fight, heist. You may choose a player to gain a tech or ranged hero from the HQ. Quantum energy is the future. It's the next gold rush. Ambitions. All right, I gotta see what this card chase does. I can't wait for this to pop up in a random other non-Ant-Man game. Okay, high-speed card chase is an ambush scheme or 3 VP. Gotta love that card. Ambush. Stack 2 cards from the wound deck next to this scheme as dangerous stunts. Twist. If there is a villain in the streets, add 2 dangerous stunts. Then, if there are at least 5 stunts, there is a car crash. Each player gains one of the stunts as a wound, KO the rest of the stunts and this scheme. Otherwise, return a dangerous stunt to the wound deck. If there are still stunts here, move a villain to the streets. If there aren't any stunts, defeat this scheme. They are, aren't they? Yes, they are called Quantum Knots. Were they called something else before? I just imagine trying to prevent explosions of the Washington Monument, and all of a sudden there's a car... there's a car crashes going off to the side. I need a car crash sound for this. That's so interesting. Interesting. I said Quantum Knots a while back because that's what they were officially called. So, with as much attention they're giving street level Avengers and upcoming projects, I wouldn't be surprised if we got a street level MCU set, which would give us an organized crime henchman. Yeah. So, in case you didn't hear, the Netflix series, so Daredevil Born Again got completely shut down and redone. They didn't like the direction it was going. They actually revamped all of Marvel Television and changed how they're doing all of it. And in the revamp, we learned, I think Vincent D'Onofrio said that that's when the Netflix shows became canon, 616 canon. So we're probably going to see a lot of those characters back in the MCU. We know Born Again's coming back. We also saw him in Echo. He was in the trailers for that. We got Kingpin. So I bet we're going to see some Marvel Knights affiliated MCU street level stuff in the future. And I can't wait to see that, really. J. Jonah is trying to stop the perfect wedding between an army of ants and Peter's friends, but a car chase keeps distracting everything. Yes. Okay. Let's clean this up and look at Kang. Now with what's been going on with Kang in the MCU, I have my own theories about why or why not we may not have seen him yet, but I'll keep those to myself. I don't know why I put these together. And we will take a look at Kang's cards and see what they do. All right, starting with this one. Here is Kang Quantum Conqueror. 11 attack, 7 VP. Rooftops Conqueror 3, Streets Conqueror 3, Bridge Conqueror 3. Always leads Armada of Kang. Set aside the villains from an extra villain group as timeline variants. Oh, nice. The villains from an extra villain group, so if they have other things like ambush schemes or villainous weapons, they don't count. Master Strike. Each player discards a strength hero or gains a wound. Put a random timeline variant or villain face up in the multiverse space. Kang transforms. Yeah, off the cuff, it's hard to see anything else there. So that's what the multiverse space is. Well, no, we don't know what the multiverse space is. It's probably on the other side, unless I missed it. Okay, so he transforms into... Yeah, here we go. Ooh, Kang Multiverse Conqueror. 10 attack, 7 VP. Multiverse Conqueror 8. While either side of Kang is face up, the multiverse is a space to his left that can hold multiple villains. You can fight them in any order only while this side is face up. So that's the multiverse. Master Strike. If there are any villains in the multiverse, each player gains a wound. Then a villain from the multiverse enters an empty space among the rooftops, streets, or bridge. Kang transforms. Wow. This is pressure. This is pressure incarnate. I can imagine a ton of really tough villains ending up in the multiverse, becoming really difficult to get out. It's not a city space, so hopefully you get villains in there if they're strong that need to be in city spaces. But that is going to make for some quite interesting interactions with a lot of groups and a lot of schemes. Nice. That's really cool. Sad they weren't able to show that off. Pretty cool mechanics on him there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the tactics. You know what? I'm going to treat you guys. Let's look at all the tactics. Here's Kang's Defiance. This is absolutely a 7 VP Mastermind. Yep, no question. 11 attack. Doesn't need an epic side, does he? Fight. Use talents of Kang as a timeline villain group. Well, you got to do that once, right? In fact, I'm sure someone's going to edit their adventure path to do just that. Fight. If any of the rooftop, streets, or bridge are empty, reveal the top card of the villain deck. If it's a villain, it enters one of those spaces. Put a random timeline variant villain face up in the multiverse space. So they just go in there when you fight them. Kang transforms. You could kind of cheapen this and use the extra villain group as one that has a bunch of traps or something. What's the one from Mojoverse? You could do Mojoverse. Only 2 villains in that one, right? 2 or 3? We got, but you know, it's random, right? Set aside the extra. Could be random. Murder World, thank you. But that seems pretty cheap. Conqueror's Wrath. Fight. If there are any villains in the rooftop, streets, and or bridge, each player gains a wound. If there are any villains in the multiverse, each player gains a wound. That's so many wounds. Why is legendary Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania Kang more threatening than movie Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania Kang? Just saying. The Time Sphere. Fight. Each other player puts 2 cards from their hand on the bottom of their deck. You draw 2 cards. Kang transforms. Cool. So helping you, kind of. And then finally, we've got Multiversal Engine Core. Fight. Kang double crosses each other player. Put a random timeline variant villain face up in the multiverse space. Kang transforms. Really nasty tactics, too. Wow. All right, let's take a look at what his group does. And that'll be the last always led villain group before I move on to the rest. Okay, Armada of Kang is what we're looking for. Let's check out the card counts. Here we go. City Defense System. MCU does a good job at building up their villains and a terrible job delivering on it. Well, we'll let... I wouldn't say that necessarily. There's been some really good villains lately. Some of them, their only function was to kind of be an antagonist for the heroes. I think they got better in Phase 3, and Phase 4 had some pretty good villains too, but we'll see if the changes going on there will adjust some of these things. Anyway, City Defense System. Streets Conqueror. Oh, by the way, like the High Evolutionary, amazing villain. City Defense System. Streets Conqueror 2. Ambush. Each player reveals a ranged hero or gains a wound. Escape from effect. I do agree that sometimes, and I was listening to a Screen Crush video that mentioned this, sometimes the villains just have to win. The villains in the MCU need to win more, so they feel more threatening, you know? Troop Ships of Kang. Rooftops Conqueror 2. 4 attack, 3 VP. Rooftops Conqueror 2. Ambush. A villain worth 2 VP or 3 VP from any player's victory pile enters the city. Gross. I don't like it. Wenwu was so good too. And he is still alive. Yeah, the evolutionary. All right. I ran out of sleeves somehow. I thought I got 200, but let me grab some more. Man, I got like so many sleeves 3 years ago when I ran out. I had to get more. I got like 6,000 sleeves. Yeah, Wenwu is great. High Evolutionary is awesome. Who else from phases 4 and 5 so far? Obviously, ones I didn't care for were the enemies in She-Hulk and Ms. Marvel, even though I loved those shows. Falcon the Winter Soldier was not the strongest. Loki was interesting in the way it did villains. Okay, let's keep going. We've got Lord Krylar's Yacht. 5 attack, 3 VP, ambush. You may say, I'm sure we can trust Lord Krylar. If you do, draw a card, reveal it, and if it has an odd numbered cost, Lord Krylar double crosses each player, fight same effect, escape same effect. So couldn't get Bill Murray on it, I guess, but that's cool. I like the little challenge it gives you. Harrow was amazing. Scarlet Witch, there were a lot of really cool villain moments, but the disconnect between WandaVision was a sour point in that for me. Yeah, Harrow was great. What If had some awesome villains too. And we got the flip side with Hell a little bit without spoiling it too much. Energy Shield. This one was revealed. I like this one. I didn't hate it. It would have made sense in the right context, but they didn't build it up enough. If it was more like what happened with WandaVision, there was a clear path there. She was suffering. She discovered the Darkhold. The Darkhold corrupted her. That kind of thing would make total sense, but they didn't really do any of that. So, yeah, more development would have helped and made it work. And the original villain for that movie was supposed to be Nightmare. Thank you for the follow. All right, 5 attack, 4 VP. Streets Conqueror 2, ambush. Put this energy shield above the Mastermind space. While it's there, you can't fight the Mastermind. You can still fight the energy shield. Going to be very interesting with some of these ambush schemes, and one of which we're going to see in this villain group too. Next up, we got Pursuit Craft. There. 5 attack, 4 VP. Rooftops Conqueror 2, ambush. After this enters the city. Clarification text. If other villains or the Mastermind have Conqueror abilities, naming any empty city spaces, Pursuit Craft moves to one of those city spaces. That's very specific. I like having to check for that. Cool shot, though. Yeah, the Quantum Realm is making these cards look very good. One thing you got to say about Quantum Mania is that it looks great. You know? There's MODOK. 8 attack, 5 VP. Microscopic size changing. Ranged. Ambush. MODOK double crosses each player. Fight. Each player KOs one of their heroes. Mechanized organism designed only for KOing. I love that flavor text. I mentioned that. I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. Where did I read that? It was on a Versus System MODOK card. So I'd love to see it here too. So yeah, you can fight him for nothing if you get all 4 ranged. And the ambush double cross is going to hurt a little bit. And fight as each player KOs one of the heroes. No choice. Which makes sense for what MODOK is. We don't get to see MODOK without the mask on, without the helmet on, and probably a lot of people are very happy about that. Would have been fun for a promo, just say. All right. Name room 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more villain in this group. Quantum Knot Elite. 4 attack, 4 VP. Rooftops Conqueror 2, Streets Conqueror 2. And fight KO 2 of your heroes. No emotion displayed, no mercy granted. And I thought these things would make great henchmen, and they do, so they're in here. And the final card in this villain group is another ambush scheme. Build a conquering army. 4 VP. Ambush. If the bridge is empty, move a villain to the bridge. Choose an unused henchman group and stack henchmen from it next to the scheme equal to the number of players. Pulling other cards in. Love it. Special rules. Players may fight henchmen stacked here. While here, those henchmen also have Bridge Conqueror 1. If you defeat the last henchman here, defeat this scheme. Twist. Stack another of those henchmen next to this scheme from a victory pile if necessary. Cool. Then if there are 2 more henchmen here than the number of players, each player gains a wound. 3 of those henchmen enter the city, and you KO this scheme and the rest of those henchmen. Imagine this with Taskmaster. But that's cool. Throwing henchmen to do henchman things off to the side. Allowing them to be more henchmen than they ever were before Legendary. I'm all for it. Again, another cool shot of the Quantum Realm here. I like it. I like it all. I like it a lot. Rotate this plate here. All right, that's it for Kang and his group. And we're not even done. We're getting there, but we're not done yet. We have to go over some other things. Push this over here. So we'll do the rest of the villains and then the henchmen. There's the Quantum Realm villain group and then just the henchmen. That is it. You want to see the side scheme again? Here. It's over here. Up. I'll show it for a second. No, they're part of the villain group, A.S. Miller. So it's like a trap or a villainous weapon or something else. It's part of a villain group but not a villain. And then when it comes up, it just does the ambush. It's completely separate from the regular scheme going on, so you don't adjust the number of scheme twists you put into the villain deck. Yeah, it's very cool. All right, there you go. Let's move on. Looking at the Quantum Realm, which is just stuff happening in the Quantum Realm, which, again, for people who want to do thematic setups, could be an analog for a great many environments. So we got Axion Bartender, 4 attack, 2 VP. And by the way, all villain groups have a theme, so let's see what this one's theme is. Ambush. Any number of times this turn, you may pay 2 recruit to buy a refreshment and KO a wound from your hand or from any player's discard pile. Fight, same effect. Healing potions. That's great. All right. I think I'm going to like this villain group a lot. Lord Krylar's Appetizer. Let me adjust this here. If you could see what I'm using for this, that'd be funny. Oh, this poor thing. I remember this. Now I'm sad. What would happen if you... that's an interesting question Avatar just asked. Let me see. I was going to say you probably KO it, but I have to check. I would think you would KO it, but I need some justification for that. I have to check it out. Lord Krylar's Appetizer, 6 attack, 3 VP. Microscopic size changing. Covert. Fight, choose a player to eat the appetizer and KO a card of their choice from the discard pile. You have to make a player do that? Oh, that's so sad. Yeah, I recall that too. I just have to figure out where, because that's what I thought for a while. Then I thought that wasn't the case. I have to check the FAQ. Look at the FAQ, everybody. A wonderful resource. Quantamoeba, 8 attack, 5 VP. Microscopic size changing. Strength. Ambush. Quantamoeba eats a henchman from any player's victory pile, capturing it and gaining its printed attack. Fight. Put the eaten henchman in your victory pile and do its fight effect. More henchman manipulation. Not complaining. I'm not even sleeving these cards fast enough because I'm so excited reading these. Okay, Sky Manta. Fight. 3 VP, 5 attack. Fight, explore. If you recruit the found hero this turn, set it aside. When you draw a new hand this turn, add that card to your hand. Again, I'll say it again. I love cards later over cards now. So that's one for me. A lot of yellowish tint to the Quantum Realm here. Hey, we've got Lord Krylar's Valet. 5 attack, 3 VP, fight, explore. You get plus recruit equal to the found hero's printed recruit. Lord Krylar's network of informants could find anyone in the Quantum Realm. A little more explore into your random games. And then we've got Axion Mater D. 2 VP, 4 attack, fight, explore. The found hero costs 2 less to recruit this turn. No detail escapes those eyes. That's a cool close-up shot. I don't remember a lot of these passing characters, but it doesn't really matter. The cards are cool. We got one more villain, and then we got one more ambush scheme. Here we go. So, Hungering Energy. 7 attack, 4 VP. Microscopic size changing. Tech. Fight, KO one of your heroes. In the Quantum Realm, nutrients eat you. A unexpected Yakov Smirnov reference on my Ant-Man and the Wasp Legendary. That's cool. So you can get 1 attack back if you do this the right way. by getting all the by having or playing. I have to check size changing again. Are you kidding me? Pretty sure it's playing. Yep, played. Playing Vortex. Okay, Quantumania is the ambush scheme in this villain group. 2VP ambush. Each player puts a non-gray hero from their hand or discard pile next to the scheme as a quantum duplicate. Okay? Then do the twist effect below. Twist. The top card of the hero deck becomes another quantum duplicate. Each player reveals their hand and discards all their cards that have the same name as any quantum duplicate. Sounds Clone Saga-y to me. Special rules. Players may spend attack equal to a quantum duplicate's printed cost to KO that hero, or choose a player to gain it when there are no more quantum duplicates. Defeat this scheme. I can see this one being you're struggling dealing with the setup, and it's an oh no, now I got to deal with this on the side. More so than the other ambush schemes, but I like it. And it's Scott talking to himself. The Baskin-Robbins Scott is there somewhere. We just don't see him here. This would be where the promo would be with the Baskin-Robbins Scott up there. All right, that's it for the Quantum Realm Villain Group. I hope you liked it. We're down to the Henchmen. Are you ready? Let's start with the tardigrades because they look cool. So here we go. The tardigrades look like this. We got 3 new henchman groups in this. They are 4 attack, 1 VP, microscopic size changing, tech, and fight KO one of your heroes. No worries, I will have the VOD up at some point soon when this is done if you want to watch the whole thing. But hope your meeting went well. I would pay an unreasonable amount for a Baskin-Robbins promo. They should sell them at Baskin-Robbins, like I'm just saying. So, doing the math here, each size changing is -2. So you could get +2 attack for fighting this if you've played 3 tech cards. But the thing about the tardigrade is that what I didn't notice at first is that they have different hero classes. So as their size changing. So let's see how many there are of each. I'm going to guess 2 of each, just like the Ultron drones in What If. This is the same thing, but strength. Now the image is not different, so that's the only thing. It might be a little confusing to notice which size changing it is, but not that much. It's right there. All right, so there's the strength ones. Here's the instinct ones. Yep, exactly the same. If you really need to see these. Even triggering it once makes it a better sentinel, but if you trigger it 3 times, it KOs and gives you attack. Yeah, and you just keep going if there's a lot of them. And there's also things in this set that you ramp up the more of these you defeat. So here's Covert, and then finally, here is the ranged one. But they are all 3, 4. Nope, I put these together. That's what I did. That's them. Very happy to get more henchmen. Very happy to get these henchmen. I think tardigrades are cool. So that goes there. The next are not like that. Let's start with the Quantum Knots. Okay, the Quantum Knots are another 2 attack henchmen, like we have in other places. 1 VP, but they have Rooftops Conqueror 1 and Streets Conqueror 1. So they can go up to 4 if you're not careful, and all these henchmen show up. In solo mode, in the new What If solo mode, you start the game with 2 henchmen already in the city. So they're already going to have get close to Conqueror if you pull the first card, and they'll get Rooftops Conqueror right away. So gotta watch out for that playing solo. But love the KO power. Not complaining about KO power. And then finally, the last unrevealed card, not unrevealed, unfocused on card, and the last henchman is one I think looks really cool. The Quantum Hounds, aka we have Outriders at home. 3 attack and 1 VP. Fight. Choose Recruiter attack. Then explore. If the found hero has the icon you chose, KO one of your heroes. So, what is the flavor on this one? They are hunting down, so you can use them to hunt other things and destroy them. That's pretty cool. All right. Where's the box? I need the box for this finishing statement. Those are all the cards in the brand new Legendary Marvel Studios Ant-Man and the Wasp expansion. I was so lucky to find this today. I hope you guys get your hands on it soon if it's something you want to pick up. And I'm going to jump into playing some games very shortly. So go tell your friends that a game is starting. I may not have time for everything. It's already getting a little late here. But I'm happy to be back streaming and I want to play some of this. Yeah, well, luckily you don't have to look at the box art. after you buy it, right? It's just the part that goes on your shelf or in storage or thrown away if you're one of those kind of people. I am unfortunately not. I have all the boxes. Okay. So, 2 things. By the way, thank you for staying for this overview, for watching on YouTube. Hope you liked it, and enjoy the set.